Welcome to a very special edition of Aftermath TV where we get to preview the big show they call WrestleMania. Hi everyone, Caroline here alongside the crew. Jimmy Corderas to my left.
I'm stoked. I can't wait till Sunday.
I know. Anthony Corelli.
WrestleMania.
And of course, Nug, who's sporting the Walk with Elias t-shirt.
Yeah, man, I expect a great performance on Sunday. I can't wait for him. They love that they've been saying the acoustics are going to be great, and the acoustics are going to be garbage. No. But I can't wait to see what happens.
I feel like we all can't wait, and I feel like that means we need to just jump into this show, starting with one of the most exciting matches to look forward to. Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. The way this is built up, we assume that Roman Reigns will take it, but what does this mean for the two superstars?
This is the anointment of Roman Reigns, in my opinion. I think this is what it's been building to for the last, he's 4 years now since he's been the guy. I'm expecting a really good match. I think people are going to underestimate the performance that both of these guys are going to put in, and it's going to, in a sense, steal the show in a way that people aren't going to expect how good this is actually going to be.
Yeah, it seems that Roman has kind of beaten everybody and you know, proved it's his yard, but there's still one guy who the last time they met kicked his butt all over the ring pretty bad. So if he can pull it off, it is confirmed, it is certified, validated, it is his yard. But Brock is a different monster, man. It's a whole nother, as everybody, and he's like up here. So good luck. It's going to be a real brutal match. This is going to be two guys, like, they're going to get hurt, hospitalized. It's going to be
two big humans going at it.
They had a match at a WrestleMania a few years ago that was interrupted by a cash-in from Seth Rollins. Yeah. And I think at the beginning of the match, it looked like Brock was going to win it handily. And as the match went on, Brock got tired and Roman got stronger and stronger and stronger. And then the cash-in happened and we never saw the finish of that match, that particular one-on-one. We've got that tonight, on Sunday night, one-on-one. And I think if Roman can outlast the initial surge of Brock Lesnar, I think he's really got a shot.
Yep.
That's a good point. And because of the difference in their schedules, he's definitely going to have that endurance that Brock doesn't have. Brock, even though he's the champion, might have ring rust, and he's not even injured just because of his light schedule. Yeah. So the longer it goes, it's definitely in Roman's favor.
I just don't think ring rust is going to be an issue with Brock. It doesn't matter. I think in his case, beast overcomes ring rust.
True. Yeah.
Well, Roman Reigns has made a point that he's unhappy with Brock Lesnar because he's not giving the universe what they deserve and showing up. If Roman Reigns beats Brock, will the fans finally love him?
I don't see why they shouldn't, because he is the guy. I mean, like, you could see them starting to turn already. Even on Monday night, last night, we saw it. He was like, in Atlanta at least anyways, the WWE Universe was backing him. It almost seems like you go to different cities and the enlightened in certain cities kind of will stick to that, dig in their heels. No matter what he does, we're not going to like him. But I think he's earned that right now. Geography
plays a huge influence on the audience. And I even noticed it myself. There's different senses of humor. Some places don't like, well, for me, it was an immigrant. Some people have, the North. Okay, for me to wrestle in Texas as opposed to New Jersey, it's two different worlds.
Kentucky?
Yeah, in Kentucky.
Yeah.
The interesting thing for me is there's still, I don't think win or lose, there's going to be always a section of the audience that is going to boo Roman Reigns, much like there's a section of the audience that's going to boo John Cena forever. He's going to, if he wins that, he's still going to be booed but cheered by a lot more people. I think the fans are going to get behind.
Right.
Another match that fans are excited about, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Why should this be a match that everyone gets excited about?
Well, there's several reasons. This is a rematch of a prior engagement. They had wrestled each other in Japan, which was an incredible match. And this is what people are looking forward to now. This is the match that the diehard fans are gravitating towards. It's going to be a great technical match. Will it be the match that everybody talks about at the end of WrestleMania? Possibly, to that small audience, but I think it's going to be an opportunity for them to showcase their talents to a more casual audience who are not very familiar with them.
Yeah, I think for people that didn't see the first match, this is a dream matchup.
Yeah.
There's an extra layer now because AJ Styles is injured somewhat. Is he going to be able to pull that performance out considering he's injured? If he wasn't, I think it would have been the match. AJ Styles, if he's in the match, it's the match of the night, I think. And Shinsuke, this is his time. You know, he kind of came on strong. floundered a little bit, but this is it. This is the time he's reaching the top.
And Anthony, you've obviously previous superstar. What's it like to possibly be injured like that and have to compete on not only a stage, but the grandest stage of them all?
Yeah, I
pressure.
mean, with the pressure's really from yourself.
Yeah.
No one's pressuring you to go out there and perform when you're hurt, at least not formally. Yeah, so I mean, they're going to tape it up. They're going to warm it up. He's going to have every modern technological advancement made possible. And then there's something called ego, and he's going to...
Adrenaline.
Adrenaline's a huge one, too.
Passion.
Now, if he can only, let's say, not do that last 5% of his maneuvers, and he's running at 95%, that's more than enough to have match of the night. That's AJ Styles.
And I think this match will be the no matter where it lands on the card, is going to be the main event. This is for a lot of people. There's a huge section of the audience that they don't care about Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. This is the match they came to see. This is why they're paying their money to see this show. And I think this match will deliver for them. I think this match will open a lot of eyes on Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles for people who don't watch SmackDown, for people who don't tune into the Tuesday night show, or don't really follow Shinsuke. This is the match that will allow people to go, oh, wow, that guy's amazing. I think this is the one.
No, he's absolutely right. But as far as match placement on the show, that's going to dictate a lot because, let's face it, it's not going to be the last match on the card. And for those diehards that are hoping for it, it's not going to happen. Best place for that would be the opening match on the WrestleMania proper so that the most eyes can be on it and the crowd will be fresh still.
Well, you mentioned, Jimmy, that this matchup in particular is for the hardcore fans because it demonstrates the technical side of the superstars. But then we look at the female side and we see Charlotte taking on Asuka. Kind of similar because you have two very technical superstars who are very good in the ring. What can we expect from this match?
This is going to be phenomenal.
I know. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, this might be the match I'm looking forward to the most, actually. Asuka, there's something about her. She's a once-in-a-lifetime athlete. She's so special. Her submissions, her striking, her presence in the ring. She has like the spirit of a samurai warrior. And when she comes into that ring, it's amazing. And then you have Charlotte, who's like this unheard of pedigree. This is Ric Flair's daughter, who's living up to every ounce of potential that she has. So this is there ever going to be a women's match like this ever? This might be the pinnacle.
It's tough to say. Yeah, these two are very evenly matched in very different ways. Like Charlotte's got the charisma and the pedigree, as you said, and the skills. But Asuka, while having not maybe the verbal charisma, in the ring, the crowd's behind her. She plays to the crowd. She's got these awesome moves. She's colorful. She does everything to get, and the crowd gets interested in her. Plus, she's got this streak. The incredible pressure of this streak possibly coming to an end at WrestleMania. If she doesn't beat Charlotte, there's a lot on the line for this match.
Well, the thing about this match, too, that impresses me is you talk about the women's revolution becoming the women's evolution. This is the epitome of women's evolution. Right. This match right here, and it's going to be showcased on the biggest stage. We talk about what should close the show. You could argue that this could possibly close the show. I'm afraid it probably won't. But when you talk about a women's match finally main eventing a WrestleMania, this could have been it.
This could have been it, yeah.
Well, these two females are definitely setting the bar, but on the topic of women superstars, Nia Jax, is she ready to take the Raw Championship from Alexa Bliss? I think yes. I think it's coming her way. I think Alexa Bliss has maybe bitten off a little bit more than she could chew, and I think Nia's ready to come for her. What do you guys think?
I don't know if we should be saying, is Nia ready for the spotlight? I'm wondering if the spotlight's ready for Nia.
True.
Nia has been in the spotlight the entire time she's been on the main roster. She's been destroying everybody. And only now, after having her best friend turn on her the way she did, are we seeing a new side of Nia, a vulnerable side, but also let's get even. I'll get my comeuppance. You can say whatever you want, sticks and stones, or we'll break my bones, but I'll break your bones. I can't wait for this.
And also, like, Alexa, be a little smarter because you just lit a fire underneath Nia Jax that I know I would not want to be in her way if I put that out there. Just saying.
But I agree with to Nug's point. We've seen Nia in the last couple of weeks become humanized. She seemed like such a, in a similar way to a female version of Braun Strowman, seemed unstoppable, the irresistible force. Now we see a more human side to her, and that now, the audience can relate to that a little bit more.
100%. But when there's a monster like that, or she was in the beginning, a monster, and they see that vulnerable side, there's such, was it sympathy or empathy? You feel for her. And she was hurt and she was betrayed. And, I mean, just the whole evolution of women's wrestling and the evolution of what it is to be a woman in the sport. She's not a model. She was a model, but she's a plus-size model. And before, let's be honest, the women were a little bit back in the day, a little objectified, trophies and that kind of stuff. So this is the exclamation point on the whole evolution of women in the industry, not just for their skill level, but how they're viewed. She's strong, she's beautiful, she's smart. It's her time. She's going to win, and good Lord, she's going to win, and she's going to be the champion for a long time.
Quickly, is women's wrestling the strongest it's ever been?
Ever.
I think so.
It certainly seems like it. Let's get them a tag team championship.
We're all on the same page. So we're all on board with Nia Jax doing this.
Yes, absolutely.
And Alexa Bliss, what happens from there? I guess we can only find out.
Try
again next year. All right, guys. Well, when we're back from break, we will talk about more WrestleMania 34. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. One of the most talked about matches to come out of WrestleMania 34 will be between Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. Daniel Bryan making his triumphant return, but will Shane McMahon be there? Because last time we talked in last week's episode, he was hospitalized.
He's showing up tonight. He'll be on SmackDown tonight, so we'll get an idea.
But I'm still not convinced. I mean, like anybody who is actually, I looked it up because Brock Lesnar had the same issues with diverticulitis, and anybody who's looked up and kind of read up on about it. I did it to just familiarize myself with it. I don't see how he can compete. I mean, like, I get it. He's an adrenaline junkie, and he's nuts. He's legit nuts. But I don't see how he can do it.
Did he have a flare-up, or did he have surgery?
No, he didn't have surgery, but even a flare-up it's not good.
It's not good.
Well, he's McMahon, right? So maybe he does it at the end of the day.
That's
no
talking
questions
about
asked.
pride and ego and all that stuff. If anyone's going to fight through, like, diverticulitis, it's going to be Shane. He is not. He's nuts. He's nuts.
It's hard enough to pronounce. I mean, like, let alone do it.
I know, right?
Now, I have a conspiracy theory, the hamster's on the wheel for this particular match, because all year long, and I've said it on the show, that I think Shane McMahon is out of control. He's a tyrant. For me, he's the bad guy in this situation, and Daniel Bryan has been helping two guys that have been victimized by the bad guy in Sami and Kevin. And now that Bryan's in this match, I see a fantastic opportunity for Daniel Bryan to join the other two guys and kick the crap out of Shane McMahon.
Ooh.
That's all I can hope for.
After Daniel Bryan fired the other two?
Yeah, but then they win, and then they're back.
Oh,
so you can help them get their jobs back.
Well, guys, Nug said it right here, right now. So if it happens, he is a low-key turned high-key genius.
That's right.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, a match that I'm super excited about, as you guys already know. Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey taking on Triple H and Steph McMahon. I can't wait to see what happens. We kind of saw a little bit of a preview. The story keeps escalating. We saw it on Monday Night Raw. Guys, who do you think is going to take it? And what can happen?
Oh, a lot can happen.
Yes.
As they say, anything can happen in the WWE,
Yes.
and I think it's going to happen in this match, especially with Ronda Rousey, who's been training very hard alongside Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, the guy who's picked up pro wrestling probably quicker than anybody I've ever seen in my life, and two Olympic medalists working together. But I will say this, don't underestimate Stephanie McMahon, because a lot of people are underestimating her in-ring ability. I think she's going to surprise people as well.
Yeah, Steph is, she's not, a finely polished sports entertainer. She's a tough woman, and she does kickboxing. You ever see her training, her videos? She is in shape. She is strong. She's a big, strong woman. She's bigger than Ronda.
When she was talking on Monday Night Raw and her arm was sitting like this, I'm like, she's jacked.
She's jacked. And they train really hard. They do those midnight training sessions with DeFranco's gym, and it's all about the functional training. So Triple H isn't the best shape he's been in years. His mobility, his plyo box jumps, his hip flex, he's in great shape. So when it comes to the McMahon or Triple H and Stephanie, Triple H is obviously the guy, like the anchor on that team. Steph's not a wrestler, but she still has something to offer. On the other team, Ronda's brand new. Kurt, God bless him, is banged up. You see how badly his knees are taped up?
He's a cyborg.
He can barely walk out there. So now, if it's the a traditional mixed tag thing, and Stephanie can't make it to Hunter, Ronda might just eat her up. But
literally,
if Ronda can't tag, And then Triple H might beat up Kurt because Kurt's in bad shape. So it's very interesting. There's a lot of different dynamics and situations. And then there's the whole, they're ruthless people factor, and they can do anything and probably will do.
I think Steph can be as jacked as she wants. It just makes a bigger target for Ronda to yank it out of her socket.
As long as she can still sign that check.
That was my favorite
Great
part
line.
of Monday Night
Great
Raw.
line.
I think I even tweeted Ronda Rousey mic drop because that was amazing. And that kind of brings me to my next question. Are people being really tough on her in terms of her mic skills at the moment? She just started. This is a skill that obviously has to develop over time.
They are. And I mean, they were all on board with her when she was dropping WWE references when she was fighting Ultimate Fighting. But now she's here, and they're all over her for her mic skills. Give her time.
Yes.
Give her a chance. I thought she did great last night.
I did too. I agree, Nug.
But the same people who are criticizing her for her mic skills are big fans of others who are not very affluent on the mic.
Yeah, they're losers, basically. I'll say it for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, okay,
I
it
like
takes time.
enlightened. I like enlightened.
Yeah, they're losers.
Moving over from aside from WrestleMania 34, NXT TakeOver will also be that weekend. What can we expect? Why should people be tuning in?
Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa in a non-sanctioned match. This one I can't wait for. Like I said before, I hate to compare current superstars with past guys. Johnny Gargano is this generation's Ricky Steamboat.
The one I'm looking forward to is for the new NXT North American title, a six-way ladder match featuring Velveteen Dream and the brand new signee EC3. I think that match is going to knock the socks off of everybody.
Ricochet's in that match as well.
in that
There's
too.
a lot of guys
There's
to
a
look
lot
out
of good
for.
dudes in that match.
God, it's going to be very, very exciting. I hope they don't suck the energy out of the crowd on Friday night?
Saturday
night.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
Well, if you Aftermath TV fans at home aren't excited from just hearing those responses, I don't know what will excite you. I'm ready for this to happen right here, right now. All right, guys, we're off to break right now, but when we're back, we have another OMG WrestleMania moment coming your way.
The Ronda moment.
I'm NXT Superstar, the Velveteen Dream. You want an OMG moment? WrestleMania? The Dream doesn't have one. Who's worthy of having an OMG WrestleMania moment? The Dream is. Maybe WrestleMania 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. I've got plenty of time. The Dream's young. The Dream's charismatic. And the Dream's got your attention. What's yours?
OMG Moments. Brought to you by Far Cry 5. Anything can happen and everything will. Available now. Rated M for mature.
WrestleMania is just around the corner, and we know that anything can and everything will happen on the grandest stage in the mall, just like in Far Cry 5. And guys, we just saw the Velveteen Dream, and he asked the question best himself. What do you think the best OMG WrestleMania moment will be coming out of WrestleMania 34?
Easy for me. The Undertaker, John Cena will be the thing remembered most from this WrestleMania.
What's happening with The Undertaker?
You'll see.
We don't
You'll
know
see.
yet.
What do you
You'll
know?
see.
What do you know?
You'll
Nothing.
see.
Surprises. It's
You'll
surprises.
see.
We don't know.
Traditionally, last few years has been Shane McMahon doing something mental. But in this case, I think Charlotte is going to do something mentaler.
Cray cray?
I think Braun Strowman will flip something. Hopefully a smoothie truck at the Smoothie King Center. But I really think there's going to be an OMG moment in the tag team triple threat match from SmackDown Live with the Bludgeon Brothers, the Usos, and the New Day. Something's going to happen in there that's going to make everybody freak out.
I think The Rock is going to come and stir up the storyline between Ronda Rousey, Kurt Angle, Triple H, and Steph McMahon. I think he's coming out and something's going to happen. And
Did you hear something?
Full circle.
I just listened to like a little podcast of mine, and they said that too. And I'm like, you know what? I agree
think
with you
The
guys.
Rock could come and shut up Elias while he's doing his concert. I think that'd be a good time.
The circle of life, Simba.
Yeah. So what else do you guys think?
The thing is, rest up earlier in the day, get a little nap in you, carb up. It's going to be a long, evening of wrestling, from the pre-show to all the different shows.
Yeah.
It's
Don't forget about these battle royals. I know the Andre the Giant battle royal and the women's battle royal seem to be afterthoughts, but the last couple years there's been big things come out of those matches. Baron Corbin won it and won the Money in the Bank. Last year, Mojo Rawley won it, but he was in there with Jinder Mahal, who went on with the momentum from that and became the WWE champion.
We got Gronk.
And we got Gronk last year too.
My sister actually won the women's
sister
battle
won
royal
the
before.
women's battle royal one year.
Aside from the battle royals, are there any other matches that we haven't talked about that you guys want to highlight or talk about prior to the big show?
I think we talked about the Braun Strowman versus the Bar. I'm very curious to see who he has to have a partner.
He has to.
Any predictions? Didn't he say it was going to be Rey Mysterio, but now Rey Mysterio said that he has a torn bicep?
No,
he's
Yeah.
hurt.
Gilbert.
Gilbert, maybe
will be
James
his
Ellsworth.
Maybe Hawkins.
Yeah, maybe Kurt Hawkins after he took that
After he
to the
threw
wall
through a
last night.
wall.
Oh yeah, no, I did. It's right. Never mind.
I also think it's fantastic that they've decided to have WrestleMania on Rusev Day. I think Rusev
we
has a
implying
great
any-
shot. He has a great chance of winning the U.S. title.
So now WrestleMania 34 is going to happen soon, so we can only, wait to see what happens. There's only so much we can predict.
What's in the
Nug,
box?
what are you holding in your box?
Okay, so my wife got me for Christmas the WWE Slam Crate. This is a subscription box like Loot Crate that you can order, and every couple of months one of these comes, and it's a surprise, and it's got all sorts of goodies in it. So I thought I'd open it up on the show and see what we get.
Ooh, a reveal.
So Anthony, we got right here, looks like a Bobby Roode t-shirt, an exclusive Bobby Roode t-shirt.
Glorious.
Oh, I love it.
We've got a Macho Man toque and scarf.
Oh.
We've got a United Kingdom Championship pin. That's pretty sweet. That's really good.
Nice.
And an exclusive Finn Balor in the Demon figure.
Nice.
And a poster and some stickers. There's lots of good stuff. Last month was every couple of months this shows up. You can get 3, 6, 9, or a full year. 3, 6, 9 months or a full year of this. And I got last month I got an exclusive t-shirt you can't get anywhere else. You can't buy this on Shop Zone or at a live show.
Ooh, yeah. Dig it.
And I got a Sasha Banks one of these sitting at home. I got a day planner. It's really cool. So if you want to get yourself or somebody you love a nice treat, check out the Slam Crate. It's pretty awesome.
Even the box is really
Yeah,
nice.
I know. We keep the box too. It's
It's
really
the gift
sweet.
that keeps
Guess
on
what?
giving.
Yeah, and there's a
You're not
little
getting this
sticker
back,
inside the
Nug.
last one that said still
Not
needs
getting
more
it back.
Alexa.
Only if you
Mine
can
now.
fight me off.
No.
I'll trade you for the Finn Balor. Well, we'll figure it out. Yeah, this is awesome. I love getting this.
Well, thanks for sharing that with
Yeah,
us.
no
Nug.
problem.
Time of year. It is New Year's. It is Super Bowl. It is everything rolled into one. And they even say Happy WrestleMania.
Guys, they say that this is like the best sports event to see live, and I just can't imagine what it's like to be
It's
there.
a rock concert.
There's
It's a
nothing
sporting
like
event.
it. It's everything rolled up into one. You can't compare it to the
What's
Super
the
Bowl
thing they
because
have,
it's just too many things
Access.
rolled up.
Access
Access.
is
Oh my
awesome.
goodness,
It's a
Access.
museum.
And the crazy matches
Hall
that
of
are happening
Fame.
at Access this year, plus Hall of Fame.
Hall of
Mark
Fame.
Henry's
Yes,
speech.
I was going to quickly
Dudley
ask.
Boys.
Hall of Fame, who do you think's going to have the best speech? Quickly,
Mark
just throw it out
Henry.
there. Mark Henry. I know, that's Jimmy's
Hillbilly
voice.
Jim.
Oh my goodness.
He's charming as all hell.
If he comes out in that salmon jacket,
It's over.
it's over for me.
Aftermath TV fans, if you can't tell that we're so excited, I know you guys are too. Make sure you please still send us in your questions using the hashtag AskAftermath. Enjoy this next episode of SmackDown Live, and guys, we'll talk to you after WrestleMania 34. Crazy.